I'm going to tell you a natural drug-free way to get similar effects to what you get out of Ozympic, right? So Ozympic is a drug that blocks basically the hormone in your body that makes you feel the side effects of hunger, right? These feelings are there for a reason. They're meant to help you not starve to death, but the problem is that in our modern world, we have access to all kind of ways not to starve to death other than eating literally every food item in sight. We have a refrigerator. We don't have to store all of the food we eat in our body like we might have had to do 20,000 years ago. So that being the case, our hunger hormones are a little, sometimes if they're not calibrated right, sometimes you're eating hyper palatable, delicious food all the time. You're just going to have a hard time, controlling your hunger because your body just thinks like, oh shit, we're potentially not going to have food tomorrow and we got all this delicious pizza. Let's just eat every last bit of pizza and actually just eat the whole box of donuts. And we'll store the fat that way tomorrow when we don't have any food. We'll be able to, the thing is, the problem is tomorrow you still have more pizza and more donuts, but you keep eating more and more fat. You keep eating fat all over your body and now your organs are trying to get through the fat just to function and you're way more than you're supposed to and your joints hurt and you know what I mean? So at a certain point, you can't let that hunger hormone control you. You got to control it. So if you're trying to go on a lean out, the problem with Ozympic is it's going to turn that hormone off, and then you're going to come off the Ozympic, and it's going to turn on with a vengeance. And it's going to come exploding right back on because you're going to lose muscle and everything else, unless you do resistance training while you're on Ozympic and control how much you undereat on Ozympic. But it's hard to do when you get zero reward from food, and you're not getting any side effects to let you know when you're starving too much. So a better way of doing it, in my opinion, is just to eat non-delicious, boring foods, eat a strict amount, and comply with it strictly with no exceptions for 2 weeks. And I swear to God, your own hunger hormones will start working right. They'll start telling you you're hungry as hell when you're really hungry as hell, and they're going to start telling you that boring food is extremely delicious, and you're going to be full at the right point because it's not delicious enough where you want to keep eating it any more than you have to. So if you're trying to cut weight, try before you go rush to a pharmaceutical medication that could have side effects, and some of the side effects have been extreme in some people, and which is difficult to get off of without getting trapped on it. I would just strongly recommend trying to have just a 2-week period where you're just brutally strict, and then just see how you feel in that 3rd week. Your stomach's going to be shrunk. You're going to feel so full on so much less food, and you're going to find food right now that you find boring and delicious. You know what I mean? And some of these hyperpalatable foods should probably not be eaten on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? Dessert, poured on dessert, certain Pinterest food items, certain 3,000 calorie restaurant meals. Let's just tighten up, folks. Tighten up just for 2 weeks, and you'll see you'll have the same benefits in terms of your hunger hormones getting under control.